What's up, Painter? Happy Thursday. You got Brandon here with Painter Marketing Pros. So today I'm having a great day. Today we are doing our workshop on Google Ads, on PPC ads with the PCA. That is coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern today. Super excited about that. Should be a pretty full house. If you are interested in joining, this is really a live online virtual workshop, kind of roundtable style workshop where we kind of dive into PPC and what painting companies are doing right, what they're doing wrong. You can pick my brain, and it's a lot of fun. So reach out to me if you want a link to that, and I'll get it sent over so you can register. But in honor of that, and because I'm so excited about it, I wanted to quickly touch on a few PPC topics now, Google ad topics now, because a lot of painting company owners and marketers that we've talked with have had negative experiences with Google ads, right? They've tried them, didn't get the results they wanted, spent a lot of money, wasted a lot of money, and just kind of a never again thing, right? A lot of people think that Google ads are really expensive and a waste of money. And they can be. Google ads, it's a tricky beast, right? If you don't really know what you're doing, then that's a black hole of that's a money pit right there, right? So I want to start off by why, should you even do Google ads? Right? They're obviously right now, uh, painting demand is through the roof, right? It's not that hard to get painting jobs right now. You don't have to be a rock star marketer. You don't have to position your painting company as the best painting company in the world. But that's not going to last forever, right? And if paint jobs are easy to come by right now, are you content to just take whatever jobs you're getting and kind of leave it at that? Or do you really want to use this opportunity to accelerate the growth of your business, right? And ultimately get more profitable jobs? For me, I would lean into it. I would lean into it and view it as an opportunity to take my painting company from where we're at. And okay, leads are coming in. Everyone and their mother's getting paint jobs. To, well, I want to be number one in my market. I want to expand into another market, right, and grow it. So the reason why you should be running Google pay-per-click ads is, number one, they work. If you do them right, they work, and you get a fantastic return on investment. So if you think that they don't work, then probably you or whoever did it for you made some mistakes. That's just 100% transparent. That's probably what happened, right? Number two is you need to touch customers typically 5 to 7 or more times before they make a purchase decision. That's just uh, kind of marketing sales 101, and painting especially. We talked a lot the other day about painting being a want versus a need, being very ego driven, being kind of risky for customers to select a painting company because if they select the wrong one, it's a bad thing to spend a lot of money and have a terrible paint job. So you need to be everywhere your customers are, everywhere they're looking. You need to touch them multiple times. So if you have one channel that's working great, but show up on other channels. And when you're doing Google ads, you know that the person who's seeing your ad is looking for you because you're choosing when to show up, right? If you're showing up for house painter Charlotte, you know with basically 99% certainty that the person that's seeing your ad is looking for a house painter in Charlotte. I mean, there are not a lot of channels that have that kind of targeted, it's very directional advertising, right? You know that the people you're showing up for are your target audience, right? So those are two of the reasons that you want to do PPC ads. And then another reason is a great way to drive business long term and really become kind of the 100-pound gorilla in your market is through SEO, search engine optimization. We do a lot of that. And the best way to really conduct that for painting companies is using geo-modified terms. So what does that mean? It means, for where I'm at, I'm in Tampa, but a painter in Tampa is not just painting Tampa, they're also painting St. Petersburg, right? It's a nearby city, St. Pete Beach, Clearwater, Wesley Chapel, right? So all these different cities, and essentially the way that works is you get them ranked for every different city. Now, pay-per-click allows you to show up when people aren't using those geo-modified terms, when they're not searching for things like best painter, house painter Tampa or house painter Charlotte, but they're searching for a house painter, but they're located where you are, right? Because people also search that. They don't always geo-modify their searches. So it allows you to show up for some people who maybe you wouldn't show up for SEO, and people who you know are 100% or 99% likely to be in your target audience. So now that we know it's important and that the ROI is 100% there if you do it right, what are the biggest errors that we've seen painting company owners and marketers make? And this includes going with some of the big guys, right? So going with Scorpion, Reach, local, Yodel, guys like that who kind of cater to, I mean, some digital agencies don't even cater to home services, but some of these bigger guys cater to home services, but they still take sort of a shotgun approach to painting jobs, right? So they'll kind of run a campaign and it's, hey, are you looking for a painter in your area? Right? That's a terrible campaign because you need to drill it down. It needs to be, interior house painter or exterior house painter, cabinet refinishing, or office painter, right? You have to drill it down to the specific service that you're offering, not take some sort of shotgun approach. And that's the kind of the number one key to succeeding in Google pay-per-click ads is it needs to be very targeted, right? So the ad is targeted, the keyword sets are targeted, the landing page is targeted, the offer is targeted. Everything is very, very targeted to a specific customer. And if you want to advertise interior, exterior, cabinet refinishing, whatever else, maybe siding, then you need to create separate different campaigns for each of these things. Right? So you don't kind of lump it all together and just run it and that's is what it is. So that's one mistake. A second big mistake we see people make is it's a little more technical, but is messing up the keywords. So if you are using kind of broad-based match keywords, if you don't have a wide enough negative keyword list, then ultimately you're going to be showing up for search phrases that are not ideal for people who are not really your target customer, and you might be paying for them to click on your ad. And then your relevance is going to go down because Google's going to see you're not converting as high, you're not as many people who are seeing your ad or clicking it, and they're then going to charge you more because that's the way that the process works. It's a bidding system, and the lower your relevance, the more Google's going to make you pay to be on top. Now, higher your relevance, the higher your click-through rate, the more people who see it and it resonates with them because the exact search phrase that they entered matches the exact offer and copy of your ad. So they're likely to click on it. Google says, this is a pretty dialed-in ad. We're going to charge them less. Right? So that's just the way the bidding system works. And then obviously you don't want people clicking on your ad because it's pay per click. It's not pay per impression. It's pay per click. Every time someone clicks, you pay. And then not becoming a customer, not converting because you just wasted money. Right? So those are two big factors. Another big error, extremely common error, is just dropping people off on the homepage of your website. You're marketing, if you're marketing, let's say just kitchen cabinet refinishing, and you've got all the search terms and negative keyword lists, and you've got all the keywords dialed in, so you know that the people who are coming into your funnel are not people you don't want. They're people who are searching for a painting company to come in and refinish their kitchen cabinets. And then you just drop them off on your homepage where they can go to the about, services, location. They can kind of go everywhere. You're going to lose people there. They're going to drop off. What you instead need to do is create what's called a landing page, right? And some of you guys who have done marketing, for yourselves or who have talked with other marketers, I'm sure have heard that term. And a landing page is just essentially a one-page website that only has one action, whatever that action is. We recommend that action be to call because you get them on the phone, then you can make them a customer, right? And then obviously that goes into who's answering the phone. What's your sales process look like at that point? So there's more to it then. But there needs to be one action. It needs to be a landing page. And whatever your search terms that you were optimizing for, whatever that offer in your ad copy, was speaking to the person using that search term, it then needs to be the same thing on your landing page. This is a very dialed in process. And if you just take the shotgun approach with either your ads or a shotgun approach with just put them on your website, then that's where you're going to lose people, right? And if you don't have the keywords dialed in, you're going to have people who come through. A really obvious example would be if you had kind of a broad-based keyword search and it was like a keyword phrase and it was painting, but you didn't have a exact keyword phrase, or you didn't have a negative keyword of car. And so people who are searching car painting are coming and seeing your ad. And you don't paint cars, or you don't paint autos, or, auto painting, things like that. Um, anyways, we're going to take a much deeper dive. Feel free to message me if you want to get involved with the workshop later today with the PCA. Super excited about that. And, some of this stuff might have been a little technical, especially if you haven't run Google Ads before. You might have kind of have no idea what I'm talking about. So also feel free to reach out, and hopefully you can make the workshop. All right, guys. Happy Thursday. Let's kill it.